Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are Accursed in Boston, and I am the awkward GM Corbin, he, him, and today we have a introductory session into Curseborne with two of my lovely players here. We will start with introductions. Chaz, please introduce yourself and any social media stuff you'd like to promote if you need.
Uh, so hello, I am Chaz. I do a lot of DMing, GMing, story guide for various TTRPGs. I don't have a channel myself, but you can see me just kind of like bouncing around. No social media to really share, but I am super excited for this.
Awesome. I will pass it over now to Charlotte.
Hi, I'm Charlotte, she, her, and I do play on the channel Words and Witchcraft as well, and I'm excited to be playing Curseborne.
Awesome. And before we get started, we do have another player who is not with us at the moment due to a fireworks display for the weekend, but they will be with us next time, hopefully, and that is Simon. Uh, no worries about the introduction stuff on that, but we shall continue on without him. Cheers. So before we begin, Accursed in Boston is going to try and lean a little bit darker in some themes. This is your warning. Uh, there will be nothing of a sexual nature that doesn't just go into a fade into black. In that situation, you won't have to worry about SA or anything of that nature. But just be warned, there may be body horror stuff, and especially with a 8 hands in the party, we are going to probably hit some arachnophobia at some point. Viewer discretion is advised. It is a rainy day in the city of Boston as turns into night. The streetlights turn on. The music is playing at a rundown bar in the end of West Roxbury. It is known as the Crossroads Bar, and it is a loophole, a location that is known well to the accursed within the city. It is a safe haven, a neutral spot where people can, or accursed rather, can discuss matters without worrying about someone laying a curse on them, using magic, getting into a fight, things of that nature. There is a pool table, there is a bar. You two are friends who have decided to come in for just a relaxing evening. Who roll for initiative just to see who is going first. Now, for Story Path Ultra, rolling for initiative, I believe is. I have a quick reference sheet. I always look at it. I never have it open when I need it to be. Higher of athletics plus cunning or empathy plus dexterity. Is that then we will do our character introductions. And yes, I am slightly invisible.
What was the second roll? Athletics, cunnings, or what?
Athletics plus cunning or dexterity plus empathy.
I got 2.
Oh, one. Okay, so Charlotte, your character enters the scene.
I've got a pool stick, and I'm playing pool.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Charlotte. I'm let's see. Oh, I'm an 8 hands cursed spider person. Charlotte is the one of the guards at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, where she protects the art. She loves art, and she's kind of quiet. She's got dark hair, and she goes by she, her.
And your pool partner for this evening, Chaz. Please describe your character.
So Nokrem is a 5'11" woman, very much out there, like the type of woman who would like get everyone to sing karaoke, even though she can't sing. But then when she sings, the confidence makes you think that it kind of sounds good, even though it absolutely doesn't. Like that's who she is. She's also slightly pale in complexion, always hungry, and she is the local kind of like wellness person, has her little like spa center, always trying to hook people up on the latest wellness trend. She's now into multi-sensory spa treatment, so that's a new thing, which you may like or hate, depending on who you are.
Awesome. Is at this moment in the evening, the sports on the TV screen, LED screen, LED? Flat screen TV behind the bar has shifted a little bit to the news. And the news reporter is like, at the top of the hour, we will be covering the following stories. A new TikTok challenge that is killing children. Look at the Death Clock TikTok challenge that is currently sweeping the nation across teens and other ne'er-do-wells in society. Meanwhile, at the Boston Public Library, an overdue library book has been returned after 150 years. Almost as old as since the library has been established. And lastly, 2 found dead in Dedham. Police requesting help identifying the bodies. In any case, this is the nightly news. Also, the cutest puppies! Just find out where you can find the cutest puppies in Somerville. And that is the end of the newsreel. Is at this moment in the night in the bar, a man comes in. He's got a pool stick behind his back. And he looks to you two and he says, "Hey, you two look like you'd like to be making a bargain or something. Where can would you be interested in making a deal with the devil?" And he makes a smiley face. He is wearing all black jeans, black button-up shirt with his sleeves rolled up, doing the Johnny Cash look as much as he can.
I've been
Go ahead.
I've been tricked by this before. Are you actually the devil? Because if you're not, then I don't think I want any part of this.
He says, I assure you, I am a mere outcast in society looking to help those and help myself if you're willing to put some money on the table.
Now that I know it's not the devil, I am kind of let down. But I'll look at Charlotte to see what she's feeling.
Charlotte's just looking at you like, I'm not gonna talk to this person, but you might be interested. You're more social than me.
Okay. So I think Nokrem is kind of bored. But how can you it's gonna be fun. What do you have in mind, new friend? Can I call you a new friend? What is your name? What can I call you?
My name is Lucian, and you are?
Nokrem. It's a pleasure to meet you. And she'll hold her hand out.
And he will take it and accept the handshake. Says you
How
don't have to be too apprehensive in
how
here.
is his hand? Does he have like good like? Does he take care of his hand? Is it moisturized?
He's got some calluses on it. Definitely a pool player.
Okay, a potential customer. Now I'm interested again.
He smiles and he says, "And you are," and he looks towards Charlotte.
Oh, I'm just Charlotte. Playing pool.
The best pool hustler this side of the Mississippi.
Ah.
Well, let's get started here. He immediately puts down some cash, about 20 bucks down. He says, "Let's start a little bit slow. Which one of you wants to win tonight
I mean,
or lose?"
20 bucks is, kind of low. What if we up it to say 200 bucks? By the way, I'm assuming I did not bring 200 bucks on me.
He puts down 100 bucks, and then he takes out a little notepad. He says, "I think this will be of interest to you." He writes in this little notepad something. He tears out a piece of paper and puts it down, folded on the billiards table. He says, "I'm not one to gossip, but if you win, you will get this location to what I think is something that might be of interest. A liminality, if you will." And he says liminality, and you're immediately like, probably your eyebrows raise a little bit. A liminality is essentially like a location that is supernatural in some way. These tend to be your haunted houses, your spaces between reality and another space known as the outside, where angels, demons, and other unnatural creatures reside outside of our known reality.
So I want to look at Charlotte with that face that's like, I have no defenses left. I'm about to make a bad choice. Do you think that this is a bad choice to make?
I mean, the liminality doesn't seem as exciting. Um, I have connections as well where, we could find our own liminalities. So I don't think that's that intriguing personally.
Do you have anything else, Lucian?
He says, "For the moment, I don't. Though, let's say, let's say, let's make this a little bit interesting. I put all this down. You still get the liminality location. However, if you win, I'll come with you to it to show you the possible craziness of it."
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And liminalities, elders, people within your faction, they might, within your families, rather, they might be interested in it. Come on. It's not
It,
every day you get prime real estate.
I would do some sort of insight check on him, but I don't think Nokrem cares. Okay. Uh, Nokrem will put down $100 for Charlotte to play. If Charlotte is so inclined.
Yeah, I'll play. I do have a spell. I picked my spells, and one of them is called Scent of Danger. And so I'd like to, do I have a curse die at the moment?
Yes, everyone starts with one curse die.
Okay. So all I need is the curse die, and I want to activate the spell. And now for the rest of the scene, anyone attempting to take aggressive action against me suffers a minor complication.
Ooh.
It's called Sense Danger.
Scent of Danger.
Oh, I'm spelling it wrong because I'm spelling it like scent.
Spelling.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, for the rest of the scene, they'll suffer a minor complication. Okay.
Yeah.
We shall go into the pool phase, and we will just do one roll for the pool action.
Okay.
For the pool action. Something, it's on the tip of my tongue. So with this, I would like to have an athletics plus dexterity or might, or whatever you think would be beneficial for making a pool shot.
Three hits.
Let's see what this guy has up his sleeve. He merely has one hit. It is a close game, but he on the 8-ball. He accidentally hits the 8-ball into the pocket. Says, well, it seems as though you two bested me a bit. You ready for an interesting night up ahead? You've gotten everything you need. It's going to be a long night.
Well, we have this $100.
We could do some spending with.
Yeah. Let's get like the fanciest drink on the menu, Nokrem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a Pappy Van Winkle. Pappy Van Winkle straight up. Cost of which is pretty high in that regard. One shot is $100 right up.
Oh, okay. Well, we can share the shot.
Yeah,
I'm a lightweight. I don't need more than half.
And with that, what is your vehicle that you both share, or who's driving?
I don't drive in Boston.
Okay.
I take the T.
I think Nokrem would have a vehicle. It would probably be like one of those like exceedingly rich but very small that can only really fit 2 people, and it technically has back seats, but like it's not a back seat for like a human being.
Yeah.
Like a Fiat or a Smart.
Yeah. Just like really small. And so Lucien, if you're like flexible, you can, shimmy.
A Mini Cooper.
Yes.
That's what people have.
He's gonna shimmy into the package. Oh God, what did I sign up for here?
You signed up for the best night of your life.
Turn the music on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna blast it.
What type of music are you listening to?
Fireball.
Yep. Story guide, I have a question.
Yes.
In our interaction with Lucien, did I get the feeling that this is going to be a exceedingly dangerous night, or just like a normal night of danger?
Roll me a empathy plus resolve or composure, whichever is better for you.
Okay. That would be 1 hit.
One hit. You're not sure. You think it might be a relatively decent night of danger.
Not good enough to go home and get the scythe. Got it.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All right. We're gonna just go cruising down the streets of Boston to this site of the liminality. Ooh.
Wait, can I look at the location first? I want to see if I recognize it.
Okay. Keep the address that he punches into the GPS is that of the Dedham Mall. Roll me a culture plus intellect if you can. And you have one curse die, so if you with the dice spot, if you for the quick roll, if you type like C1, that'll add one curse die to the roll.
Oh, okay.
And this will be a difficulty 2 roll, which you could also put in DF, which will add the difficulty into the dice roller for you. A little bit complicated, but it's optional if you wish.
Okay, then I will opt out.
Okay.
I got 3 successes.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, you didn't do the C1 when you did the roll, but we shall. That is fine for the moment.
Okay.
The Dedham Mall is the significance of it is that a few years ago, the Dedham Mall, maybe a little bit longer ago, maybe a decade, it had opened up and it was very popular. Since then, Legacy Place in Dedham has sort of taken over as the major mall, and the Dedham Mall had slowly sort of died off as malls do in this day and age. The old-timey malls of the 1990s, 2000s sort of become old hat compared to the more luxurious malls that have been built in the last decade or so. The Dedham Mall itself, however, died off in a little bit more elaborate way. It died off in a gas leak. The fire department had come in. There were reports of a gas leak. Everyone was evacuated, and then after the fact, there was this whole concern that the entire place had been polluted to the point where people shouldn't go into it at all. It is essentially quarantine/condemned. If you do go into the Dedham Mall, they say you're not likely to live to come out and see the next day.
Well, I'll voice that what I know about the Dedham Mall, so Nokrem can be properly prepared. You might want to get your scythe.
Okay, but if we go back to my house, I'm giving you the new blood mask I've been working on. You're going to love it.
I've been waiting for 3 weeks for that one.
All right. So then I will hit the U-turn with a lot of regard for my passenger, except for the one in the back. Not that I dislike him. I'm just not used to people back there. And we're going to go to my house and get the blood mask. Not for me. I think I need fresh blood for it to like really work. But like a blood mask I've been working on for Charlotte. And my Slayer's scythe.
I wish I had one of those masks to put on my face to roleplay with the mask.
Oh, those things creep me out so much. Like I cannot even.
My skin is too sensitive to
Oh
try them
no.
in real life,
Yeah.
but spider me can totally handle blood mask.
And then, so we'll get it. I'll give Charlotte the blood mask, and then I will shove the scythe in the back where it usually goes, and just kind of have Lucien like hold on to it while he's in the back with it. It won't be comfortable, but like I'm doing what I can. I'm actually trying to like fit both in.
He holds on to it as you go barreling down the VFW highway. He is uh he is a little bit apprehensive with holding the scythe, but he rolls with it. And as you pull up to the empty parking lot of the Dedham Mall, you can see a variety of storefronts that have since been abandoned. There is caution tape over the doors and the entrance any entranceways into it. It is deathly silent as it hits close to midnight at this moment. And Lucien steps out the car and he says, "Well, there it is. Dedham Mall." I came across this not too long ago. You can just sort of smell it on the air. Heard rumors. It's a place where I don't know exactly what's going on myself, but from what I heard, people have gone missing in it. It sounds very similar to a haunted house, a a cursed place, an urban legend. Just really like I know a bunch of urban explorer people. That's how I found this place, and it's just like they don't even go near it. And those who do, their channels just sort of rot away on YouTube or Twitch even.
So, what's inspired you to come visit it with us? You needed some people to hold your hand while you walked through the scary haunted house.
Well, I really wanted to get some money off of this. I really myself, I don't want to go in there. Um I think I gave you the information. You can do what you will with it.
Mm,
Can I look at my phone and see like other Curseborne who have gone in and like seen how their feeds end?
Yeah, go for it. Roll a technology plus cunning, I would say, or intellect, whichever you prefer. And remember, you have C1 in that as well for your curse.
ooh.
Curse I only got a 4. We have 3 hits though. There aren't many curse who seem to have found this place yet. There is a mention of it by an agnatic, a sort of um, horror influencer who goes by the name of Marcus Smalls, where he says, he's like, "Yo, everyone, it's your pal Marcus Smalls here. I got you. I know you like to know about all the best places to be, the cursed places within Boston. But I gotta say, Dedham Mall, don't fucking go near it. Never touch it. And this is why. I know too many people who've gone near it and just never showed up after. Not only that, I hear it's full of dangerous still water that you might find during exploration. And of course, your dangerous chemicals that have sort of permeated the rest of the building. Though, is that gas leak that they talk about real? I don't know. I'd probably say not, but you got a lot of dangerous still water. And I only come here if you are really confident with your friends.
Yeah, I have that on speaker.
Lucian's
And it's
like,
like watching it in the parking lot.
Lucian's just like, yeah, no, he's he's overselling it. That guy is notoriously like
Mm.
over the top. He just wants the views.
Story guide, I have a question.
Yeah.
What does bleeding one curse die mean?
Yes. So bleeding a curse die is when you spend a curse die to activate abilities. Some abilities, like spells, say that you can hold curse die, which means you aren't bleeding a curse die, so you're not reducing your curse die pool.
That's what we need to know. Okay.
Okay, and I will say you were at a loophole when you when we started the session. So instead of being at one curse die, you should both be at two curse die.
Okay, that is good.
Because when you reduce down to zero curse die, you do
Yeah.
go into essentially your damnation, which can be very detrimental.
Yes. Okay. So then, since I'm at two curse die, what I will do is I will first I will look at Charlotte and be like, "Do you want to go in? I mean, I kind of want to go in. Like, there might be some fun things in there, you know. And the night with the shots, pretty fun."
It does sound fun. You know me. I'm always down for adventure. I'm wondering maybe if we should wait for Wade on to explore because I don't know. I just feel like our new friend is nice and all. I don't know him that well.
I
Just in case.
I could help with that. So
Okay.
I'll
Well, in
walk.
that case, if you're down, I'm down. You know me.
So then I'm going to strut over to Lucien, and I will bleed one curse die, which does not put me at zero, because that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
And I will cast Dire Command.
Oh, okay. What does Dire Command do?
So Dire Command, make an influence action against your target to force them to follow a command you give them. Target is compelled to follow your command to completion or until the scene ends, whichever comes first. Command must be succinct, cover a single containable goal, yada yada yada. Cannot compel a target to do things that would put them in mortal danger or would go against their nature.
Okay. He will have an influence score of or sorry, an integrity score of 2, so you have to beat an integrity of 2 to use this ability.
Okay.
Use a presence or manipulation plus persuasion, I would say.
Ooh.
Unless you want to use
No, that's
something
good.
else.
That's really good for me.
Okay.
And it is nighttime, so I get that +1 because I am all.
So, man, I did not do a good hiss as a vampire.
So that is 5 hits.
5 hits. So what's the command that you're issuing?
So I'm going to issue the command to follow us, assuming that if he followed us and stepped in like still water, that would be failed to him, so he won't do that.
Mhm.
And if it's like, and if he's trying to kill us, it would be against his goal, so it also wouldn't work.
Okay. So he's gonna be like, oh god, and he's trying to like not follow you, but as you guys like move like a step, I, okay, fine, I'll come with you.
You're so nice, Lucian.
God, damn.
Also, I hope it's not dangerous because the more magic I use, the hungrier I get, and I'm not eating Charlotte, so you know. Maybe I'll whisper that part. Doesn't matter. Let's keep going.
Okay. So the question I will have for you all is, where do you decide to enter the mall from? The mall does have like your standard like enter into the base of the mall, into the food court, into the any of the big box stores like Best Buy or a clothing store like J.C. Penney. Where are you hoping to enter from?
I'm assuming all the stores are empty,
Yes.
so I guess we could start with one store, or we could do the
Yeah.
main door to locate what looks interesting from there. I don't know.
I like that. Yeah, I just like have while I look at the mob, like, yeah, like that draws us first. Let's go that way. Yeah, I am pro main door.
Okay. So going through the main door, uh, basically the mall, it looks as though it was abandoned in a flash. There are bags on the floor in the middle of this mall. There are at least a couple. If there was a gas leak and people were asked to evacuate immediately, it seems like some people thought that they were going to come back. Some people were told to put their bags on the ground. Some people took the bags with them, but there are a few like handful of bags sitting around in the middle of the hall, in middle of the what I would say is the main hall of the mall. So you've got the main corridor of it with stores going off to left and right. It does seem like some of the stores haven't been fully emptied because of concerns of pollutants.
Mm,
Are we going shopping? I'm surprised those bags haven't been rummaged through.
yeah, like it's been closed for a while now. You assume somebody would have.
Lucian opens up and he says, "That's the thing. Like some people have come here and like rummaged through a couple of the bags and stuff and left, but like not many people have come back out who've gone in,
And
from
when
what
was the
I've heard."
last? When was the last time you came here, Lucian?
Oh man, I got this information from I got this information from a dead who was just a little too drunk the other night. So I just wanted to test the waters, if you will, like see what's actually going on here.
I think Charlotte's gonna look around for webs since it's been abandoned for so long. She's assuming there's gonna be some webbing, and she's gonna like approach one as she sees one and like puts her finger on the web and like agitates it, and like when the spider comes out, she wants to talk to a spider. I'm gonna cast a spell and talk to a spider.
Okay, what spell are you casting?
It is bestial voice.
And what does it
And
do?
I'm going to hold a curse die, and then I can manifest my animalistic voice as a simple action to get gain a +1 enhancement. Let's see. Oh, I can use this voice to speak with sentient creatures who are not normally capable of speech. That's the part of it that I want to use.
There is a little spider in a web nearby. Oh, it's one of the big ones.
Hello, little cellar spider. Your web looks lovely tonight.
Hello, big one. Thank you I appreciate it. Why are you visiting this evening?
We're here to uncover the truth of the missing visitors to this location.
Oh, they're not missing in here.
What can you tell us about this location?
At least 2 people have escaped recently from the creature's web that is in here. My prey is so much smaller than what it asks.
I think I'll be translating at the same time. So if you want to ask anything, feel free. So it has its own web.
It is not as finely detailed as ours is.
I was going to say the same thing.
I would say that the mall itself, this complex, is its own web. People get interested and come close.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize if you get caught into it, big one. Please, I implore you to leave.
I hear you, little cellar spider. Is there anything you can do that would be of aid to us? Or
I'm just a small little spider, but I ask you to beware of the bears.
beware of the bears. And where is this creature's lair? Which department store is it hiding in?
It is multiple creatures that live within the penny.
The Penny? Is that one of those? Is that a store? JC Penny?
JC Penny?
Very well. We will avoid the Penny.
It gives a little bow in its web.
I'm yeah, I'll bow back. And I have my blood mask, right? It has a little blood on it, right? Okay. Oh my gosh, I have the creepiest idea. I'm going to say, if we stay out of the Penny, would you and all the spider friends here like to have a nice 3-course meal as on my face as we walk through the mall?
Okay. You have this blood red mask on.
I do. I cut it out.
They say they appreciate the tithing.
Nokrem just gets like one little tear of blood, just like she's so happy that this happened.
Does she accept? Does she hop on my face? I'd love to have a blood face mask covered in spiders to walk through this mall.
Yes. Roll me a presence plus persuasion.
Okay.
Difficulty 3.
Okay.
So, because the blood isn't just the thing; it's also the draining the blood from the flies.
Where's present?
It's presence, right?
Yeah, top of the social column.
Yes, attributes.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Oh, that's just one dice. I probably don't get it.
You're not gonna have a major problem if this doesn't go off. Yeah.
Okay, no hit.
No, the spiders are not impressed. They are keen on their eating of flies.
Just more work to be done. It's okay.
Very well. Yeah. I look at you and I'm like, not good enough for the spiders, but it's good enough for me.
Okay, I feel better.
And I'm gonna keep the mask on just because I feel like it looks kind of spooky and it's like my pores are doing great. And also, I'll look the part in this haunted
Right.
house. Yeah.
When in Rome.
Lucian is looking at you. Hey, God.
Isn't she so cool?
I mean, if something's afraid of a bloodied face, I guess that it'll help. Where do we go to next? Are we actually avoiding where the luminality might actually be?
Do you want to go to the liminality there, Lucian?
I mean, if that's the thing that's been if there's a liminality there that is like has some sort of crazy provenance to it, that has some crazy power to it, I would think there's something protecting it.
Could I do a smart people roll, knowing that I am not a smart people, to see if that is actually true?
So an intellect plus okay. Let me see. Esoterica or survival.
Zero successes.
Zero successes. I mean, could be not. You're not too sure.
Fine.
Can I make the same roll?
Yeah, go for it.
One hit.
One hit. It's an okay argument. It is not like end all be all. It makes sense. It's not like he pulled it like he definitely could have pulled it out of his ass, but it's not like it's a bad hypothesis to go on.
All right. I give Nokrem the eye, like.
Fine. If he's lying, I'm absolutely eating him. Like, I don't trust this Lucian guy for a second. But I'm also hungry, so.
Why is it that people don't trust the devils?
Really?
This is profiling. You're profiling.
Wait, Lucian, do you have like a weapon? Can you fight? Are we protecting you? What is happening here?
I gave you this I'm an information broker. I'm not a fighter.
So what's your plan going into the penny when you know it's got monsters that are disappearing people? What's your plan?
To figure out what it is and maybe find a way of dealing with it in the future.
Lucian, I need you to go by that Wessel's Pretzels for a second, and me and Charlie need to have a powwow.
Sure. You two have your secret cabal meeting.
Okay. So I want to walk over to Charlotte and be like, first of all, your face looks fabulous.
I know.
So,
It feels so good.
and I have a
I
whole
really think
set waiting for you, different recipes. I want you to try them out. I actually want to talk to you about being the tester for these. I have a job for you, but we could talk about that later.
okay.
Here's the thing. I don't trust him, but also he might be right. So I was thinking we go, and if he's lying to us, I'm kind of hungry, so I eat him. But if he's not lying to us, we could use the information broker for like fun ideas. Like we employ him. Employ means we give him money. We give him reason to help us. But I want to check with you first.
Listen, you know me. I'm always down for shenanigans as long as, you feel pretty confident. Can handle myself. My only thing is without Wade, if he's against us, then it's him and whatever monsters there are. It really tips the scales.
I did not think of that. Do you think I should eat him before we go in?
I'm not going to say no.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know. He hasn't done anything wrong yet. That's the thing. So,
Okay. The second he does, one of us will give the other the eye, and then we'll just because honestly, eating him would just better for us surviving anyway. Okay.
yeah, I don't see he doesn't bring anything to the table,
That's what I was thinking.
He has no weapons. He doesn't have a plan. His plan is to find out what it is. That's not really a good plan.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, knowing that they are in JCPenney, we should probably take the back door. I'm assuming the front door is
Been
covered in traps.
It is at this point Lucian runs to you guys. It's like, what the fuck is over there? There's something over there and he's pointing to one of the middle in the middle of the corridors. They have like stands for selling toys and things.
Yep.
And he's like something was moving over there.
First of all, this was a Nokrem and Charlotte conversation, not a Lucian conversation.
Yeah, but if something's hunting us, we need to know.
Fine. Get my scythe and start walking over there. I know Charlotte has my back. At least won't let me die. So walk over there, with no subtlety. Just start knocking stands over.
Okay. Roll me as survival plus cunning.
Oh, that's not good for me.
Difficulty of 3 with a complication of 1.
Mm-hmm.
Can I aid having his back? Or her back?
Her back?
Yeah. Can
cunning,
I aid?
Yeah, cunning plus survival.
Okay.
0 hits.
And I aid you with 3.
Oh, wow.
You got 3 hits on the thing?
You're back.
Oh,
yeah.
Why am I on the GM roll? I'm on the wrong one.
Oh, you can see the GM roll?
Yeah.
You jerk. I made it private. Private. Edit channel. Privacy. I need some privacy in here. There we go. Save changes.
There it is. Now it's gone.
Now it's gone? Okay, good. I think people on the stream saw me change the privileges. Anyway, good thing about the Onyx Path, Story Path, Ultra, Story Path, Core Dice Pot. Yeah, you can hide it in a private channel for your GM rolls and your players won't see it so long as you put it in the right permissions. I'm really excited. I am very happy with the progress on this. So we will see where things go. So you got 0 successes, Chaz, and Charlotte got 3.
Yeah.
Awesome. So 3 successes, you were able to remove the difficulty of the action. There is still the complication of 1.
Mm-hmm.
The complication of 1 is that there is a teddy bear that falls onto Nokrem's face. From one of the stands. It is clearly alive, however, as it has fabric shears instead of paws, as it begins to stab Nokrem in the face
The
for 1
bears.
injury.
I thought this was like spider bears. This is way worse. Although outside of like the fabric shears, are they cute?
They are totally cute.
Okay, that's
They're
the
like
problem.
Build-A-Bear cute bears.
Okay.
So there are the bear has fallen upon you as it is falling. It slices into your face just ever so slightly. Little
Mm-hmm.
tiny blood would drip if you weren't a hungry. Being a
Right.
hungry, you are a vampire. The world is a vamp. Sorry. The blood doesn't drip as quickly as it would for a normal human or mortal.
Right.
And the bear says as it comes, I love you. And roll for initiative. And that is your athletics plus thingy. I always forget. Higher F athletics plus cunning or empathy plus dexterity. I will roll for the initiative for them.
2 for me.
0.
Okay, Charlotte, you go first.
How about Lucian?
Lucian. Of course, you have an ally in this fight. He got 2 as well. He will defer to you.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see what he does. I'm going to. How far away am I?
Were you following Nokrem as she was getting closer to the stand?
I think I was staying within like 7 feet.
Okay. So you're in short distance. You can take an action to get closer.
Okay.
And then and melee if you wish.
Yeah, I think I'll get closer and do a little bit of close combat, maybe dexterity and oops.
You're my best friend.
How would we destroy a teddy bear? Rip its
I
head off?
will love you forever.
I'm gonna like take one's scissor hands and like unseam it, like whatever, either himself or the bear next to it, like the back seam, so like the stuffing starts falling out, or unseam their heads. I don't know. However, the bear is connected. I unseam it.
You're trying to unseam it with what weapon?
Do I have a weapon? Let's see. Gear, bonds. With their Edward Scissorhands.
Yes, but you're not controlling them, and you haven't taken them away from them, so they're not in your control at the moment.
Okay.
I mean, you could go and
say I have.
Can you say what?
Like a small knife. Can we say that I have a small knife?
Yeah, go for it. So you
Like,
would do, yeah.
yeah.
So
What
yes,
should I roll?
you would roll me a close combat plus might or dexterity, I think. I
Okay.
might have gotten that wrong. I always forget if it's an attribute or something that you need for that.
I'm going to do dex and close combat. 3 hits.
3 hits. So you immediately slice the back of this bear, and it is falling apart into a pile of stuffing. And it's just like, I thought we were friends. As it falls to the ground, and it's trying to move with the fabric shears attached to its arms, but it is like an empty, raggedy rag of a bear suit, kind of, with the stuffing out. It is ineffective and and unable to get itself back up.
Oh, who did this to you?
You're my best friend.
I'm assuming that's all my actions, or do I have more?
That is all your actions, and we are out of combat for the moment, as it is sort of.
Oh, there's just one.
There was just one for the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, at least we know how to defeat them.
Yeah. But you asked a good question. Who did this to this poor sweet bear?
Yeah, can I take a close look at how the shears are attached to the bear?
Mm-hmm. Go for it. Roll me a artistry. I think is an ability. Is actually a score thing. Is it? Let me
Yep.
double check. Yeah.
It's
Give me an artistry plus intellect,
okay.
or esoterica also works if you wish.
Okay. Two hits.
2 hits. Was this with the artistry?
No, it was with the esoterica.
So someone, it appears as though someone has sort of set up this a curse of a curse within these creatures, within these bears, of life, of servitude. It is at some point someone has sort of created these creatures as like the the smaller predator animal before the larger one comes through. If I were to be like Jurassic Park wise, these are velociraptors coming around before
Mm-hmm.
a bigger predator comes along.
Okay. So I'm guessing there are more of these. I think we can assume because that Build-A-Bear factory or the store has a lot of those.
Yeah, Lucian is like, I'm not going anywhere near any Build-A-Bear workshop.
Yeah, I do think this would count as like life-threatening to Lucian. Well, Lucian, it's been great having you. I just have a question. Would you be willing to give us any more information in the future?
If you can survive this, I'll let you know who told me about this place. How about that?
I was kind of hoping he'd say no, so I could just kill him right now.
You already said it was some drunk at a bar.
Yeah. All right, Lucian. I'm sure I'll like find you later on when I'm hungry. Bye. I will sever the dire command.
Yep. Thanks. Bye.
I really should kill him. I won't be able to kill anybody else.
Does he leave?
Yeah, he leaves. He is not going to die for you guys.
Okay.
What
I'm
do you all
wondering.
do?
Yeah, I'm wondering. So something in this mall has cursed all the poor little teddy bears. Is there anything we can do about that? I don't have anything that like uncurses things.
Neither do I, honestly.
Maybe one of our contacts.
Actually,
Hmm?
I do have the like hungry not a archaeologist who is hungry, but they're archaeologists and they're also part of the hungry, who does also like ancient artifacts. Like they might have some sort of information.
Yeah, because like the pyramids were cursed. They might know.
They might, yeah.
Mary
Okay.
Michelson.
I want to call up my contact.
Mary,
At Mayor
yeah.
Michelson. I'm assuming because we were at the bar, so I'm assuming it's like effectively tomorrow at this point. It's late in the night, and they, as an archaeologist, are probably asleep. I'm going to call them repeatedly until they wake up and talk to me.
Okay, roll me a intellect plus
Ooh.
plus esoterica, and you get a enhancement bonus based on your contact level.
So I have 2 dots in Mayor Michelson, but no, my intellect is 2, right? Yeah, I'm not that.
You just need one hit.
Come on, just give me the 1. Give me the. No.
No.
That's a no. Also, do we have botches in this?
I don't think we do. Only if
That's
there's
fair.
cursed. Well, if cursed die are. I should have said you had 2 cursed die on that. That's fine.
I only have 1 curse die. I bled 1 for.
Yeah, you should have had 1, but it would have been the last die in the array. So
Right.
you would have been. It would have been the 3, so you would have been fine.
Okay.
So the botches are if you have a curse die and you get a success on it, but the roll fails.
Gotcha.
So at the moment, Mary Michelson, she must be asleep.
I think she put her phone on silent because I keep calling her at 2 a.m. asking her about random archaeology questions.
Mary Michelson is a fickle mistress.
Do you have anyone who you could?
I don't think my contacts would know. I could try my Auntie Angie.
I love her.
I know she makes the best lasagna.
She's so cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Auntie Angie. Okay, so I'll give her a call. She's an 8-hand, so she's got connections. She might know a person. You know
Okay.
someone
Who knows
she's
someone?
the person. Yeah, she's the person who knows someone. So it's the contact, and then what else am I rolling?
So it would be the contact dots is the enhancement to the roll, and your I would say a presence plus persuasion maybe,
Okay.
because you're asking for advice, which I am using Auntie Andy as a mentor.
Okay. And I add the 2 after I roll, or I add the 2 contacts.
So the 2 contacts are an enhancement, so you would do E2.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
0 hits.
0 hits. She is also asleep.
It's just too early.
Right.
It's just too early. You know what? I'll let Chaz re-roll the esoterica roll as a presence plus persuasion roll. How about that with an
Thank
enhanced
yeah.
initiative?
That is. Mhm.
Because that's the thing is, ooh, fucking hell, man.
I will keep calling you until you wake up.
What is going on?
So 10 hits.
Mary Michelson wakes up. She's like, what the? What are you doing?
Hey, love. How's it going? I've missed you.
Nokrem, it is like midnight. What the fuck?
Midnight is the best time of night. There's okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'd love to stay and chat and bother you until you hang up, but I actually have a question this time.
What's the question?
So we're in what is the name of the mall again?
Dedham
Dedham.
Mall.
We're in Dedham Mall. You know the place. Remember we went there and anyway, a Build-A-Bear with shearing scissors lashed itself onto my face, and then Charlotte saved me and ripped the stuffing out. But someone did this, so we were wondering if you have any knowledge about, curses that could turn cute little stuffed animals into face ripping animals, and who would do that, and perhaps how to stop it and save these bears from their fate that I am assuming they did not put on themselves.
I
Because
mean,
you're so smart.
well, thank you. You always know how to butter me up. Well, it sounds like someone's creating some sort of like homunculus type thing. You're
It's on
not
speaker, so Charlotte can also hear.
like you're looking at like an imp type creature that's small, that's just meant to maybe cause a little destruction. I don't You're not going to be able to. They're so small and insignificant, I imagine, like the amount of effort to try and undo a curse, like like family curses are impossible to break. I've never met anyone who can break a family curse. A curse to animate an object, that like you're talking about creating life, so maybe I don't know. Like that you're dealing with things that are easier to kill than to save. Like even then, if you're saving it, you're killing it at that point.
So what I'm hearing is find the imp and kill the imp for putting this curse on, for bringing these creatures to life and then making them cursed.
I mean, if you're it could be something like that. It could also be that you're in a liminality or something that is animating them to life, in which case like you probably need to get out of there.
Let's just like go through all the options. Let's say we were in a liminality. Why would we need to get out of there?
I mean, if you're in a liminality, like the reality doesn't play well. I mean, we're talking right now, which means you have cell service. So I'm assuming you're not in one right now. But if something's like in the liminality and getting created like this, like I don't know, it could be. We're talking about magic here. We're not talking about science. So it's not like everything behaves the same way constantly.
Right.
Yeah, I think the luminary is the penny. So how strong would someone be in order to curse these poor little teddy bears? Just so we get an idea of how strong this monster is.
I mean, you don't have to be strong to create life. Like that's like, especially life that's very simplistic.
Okay.
It's when it gets complex, like a Frankenstein-y type thing, that you really have to concern yourself, because then it's like, I've got emotions, I've got sentience. I think I should be be treated like a human being with respect. And that's when you get into situations where it's like, okay, you might be dealing with something that's a little bit godlike in some respect. But then at the same time, like, the creature that you're dealing with has some sentience to it, so it's not bound by the thing that created it.
So
All
you
right.
should befriend all the Build-A-Bears and then lead a revolution against the imp in the liminality that we're definitely not in.
What Build-A-Bears? God, I would burn the place to the ground and just not have to worry about it.
Ooh, fire. We would have to warn all the spiders, but we could just burn it all down. Although it might explode because it
Right.
has a gas leak. A
That's more
gas leak.
fire.
Gas leak.
Gas leak.
Actually, knowing like the research we did, hearing that there was a gas leak, could we have brought like some sort of scanning tool that could have, or is that too much of a flashback?
How much momentum would you like to spend? Because you have so momentum is a resource in Curseborne. You have as much as the players you have, so it would be 2.
We got 2.
And I'm just trying to see what the momentum can be used for, because I always forget. 2 can change a failure. You can spend 1 to describe a story element in the scene. That element is now fact. And you can spend 1 momentum to give yourself some sort of like detector for radiation or gas, like a carbon monoxide type detector.
Which we probably checked out from the Boston Public Library.
You can do that?
Oh yeah. They've got a whole list of items that are not books.
I need to investigate this further. In real life, I need to investigate. No,
Every library has a library of things. Most libraries, where it's like metal detectors.
That one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, would you like to spend a momentum?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay. I will mark that off. So you have 1 momentum left, and you now have a detector. There is some residual, like, there definitely was some sort of gas leak here before, and some things in the area have sort of like been polluted by it. Especially the Build-A-Bears, they are like full of chemicals that if you were to light it up, it would cause an explosion probably. But like,
let's use them.
Yep, that was my idea.
Let's get like some heavy duty trash bags. I like go find a trash bin and like undo the top, and you know how they have extras underneath. I'll grab a couple.
But basically, anything that has fabric to it probably has some sort of level of chemicals on it.
Gotcha.
That's actually really good to know, because JCPenney's filled with clothing.
Ooh, yeah, that's just like a bomb right there.
Okay.
I will say, thanks, Mary. I'll call you tomorrow at midnight. Bye.
What? Nice. Any case. Hold on. And we are back, and I apologize for that because my mic was muted for a second. Okay. Yes. So we are back at the mall. And you had a few questions while we were off the air, so we can ask those questions now.
Yeah, so I was thinking we could go to security, and check the cameras of JCPenney. But there's the question of electricity. So is there no power whatsoever?
There is no power as far as you can tell. You haven't like flicked light switches or anything.
Right.
If you have any abilities that can help in that regard, maybe that would be something you could look into, but for the moment you don't have access.
You know, there might be a backup generator because it's a mall.
Right. Like they wouldn't just have one, like, no backups.
Exactly.
Yeah, like we're thinking about, causing explosions anyway. Let's check for the backup generator first before. But while we're, looking for the backup generator, I still would like some of those bags so we could like toss some bears in just in case.
Okay. You grab some bags, some shopping bags on the floor, empty them out. They've got like the iPhone like 4 or 5 or something, like a very old iPhone that is not worth anything at this point in them, and then a bunch of other old gear that is kind of passe. There's a Power Rangers Dino Charge action figure, and you're like, man, Dino Charge was such a long time ago. No one's watched that. So,
can I like look around and see like if I can use some of like intelligence or cunning to figure out like by looking at like, you know how they have maps on like around the mall, like looking at a map and trying to figure out where either a backup generator would be or where the security area would be.
Yeah, so difficulty 2 to locate the security area / backup generator. Difficulty 2 for the security booth. Complication 2 for the generator.
Okay, and what am I real is
what role would you think would be best for this?
Maybe cunning. Would larceny make sense or survival?
Larceny or survival would make sense, I think.
Okay. I'll do larceny plus cunning. That gives me a big roll. And it's D2. 4 hits.
Okay. So with that, you were able to identify, because you bought off the complication and you bought off the difficulty. You were able to identify the security booth area. It's quite easy to note on the directory because it's kind of like they have it there for lost kids or whatever. But you would also get the sense that if there were generators, they'd be on the roof. Something that loud and big to power an entire mall, it would be on the roof.
Makes sense.
So you probably have to split up if you want to cover the most ground on this one.
Don't split the party. No, you want to. We agreed last time, Nokrem. Remember the last time we split the party? It did not end well.
I mean, technically, we didn't die. Okay.
I had to replace 2 of my teeth.
But you have so many. Like, okay, and I'll just start like shoving in like shirts and into like the bags.
So, are you going together to the generator?
To the roof.
Yeah.
To the roof? To the wall? Uh, roll me a resolve or composure plus survival as you get up there. It will be a difficulty of 3.
I'm just not gonna bother because I don't have 3 dots in that.
You could roll well.
Technically true. You know what? Let's do it.
What was the complication? 3?
It's just difficulty 3.
Oh. Is that D1?
It's DF1.
DF.
That was the fun thing when I did it. Yep, 0 hits on all of y'all.
Yeah.
Going up to the walking up the stairs. So essentially there are staircases hidden within the mall that go to roof access. They're in what is known as sort of like the back hallway area of the mall, the labyrinth some people would refer it to. It is unfinished, sort of like concrete floor or
Right.
whatever's like drywall showing. But there is a ladder that goes up to the roof where people might take smoke breaks that really shouldn't be taking smoke breaks up there.
Mm-hmm.
In this regard, though, you do end up on top of the roof, and there are the giant AC units, as well as what appears to be a giant generator, effective for the mall. It might run for like an hour or something on backup power, but it is not something that'll run indefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
You're currently on top of the roof, looking around. What do you do?
What's the moon look like?
It is. You know what? I will look up what the moon is tonight.
Too cloudy to see it.
What is the moon phase tonight? It is a waning gibbous moon. It is at 69% illumination. Nice. But it is waning, so it means it's getting closer to new moon territory.
Okay.
Shall we turn it on?
I mean, I like the idea.
Yeah, and then just, go straight to security, see if we can get any visuals.
On what's going on inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how to turn these on?
Can I roll for that?
Yeah, intellect plus technology. It will be a difficulty 1.
Okay.
It is basically just pull a lever.
Oh, no.
Let's see. Nope. I do not know how to use one of these.
You can try. Or did you roll already? You did.
Oh, I rolled. I don't know.
Okay.
Do you?
I do know.
Oh, good.
Nice. You managed to get the technologically challenged party members are able to get the generator running, as even though you're on the roof, there are some lights up here and they light up. There's a giant sign for a Dave and Buster's, another sign for the Best Buy and other stuff. As you see the silhouettes of about 4 teddy bears standing above you all from the generator.
Initiative.
Initiative.
me? No, that's not me.
Athletics plus cunning or empathy plus dexterity.
I think I got the 0 hits.
I got 5.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlotte, how would you like to do this? You've got the first attack. There are 4 teddy bears that are all sort of circling you.
Okay, yeah, I already. I have no flame. We should, after this fight, we should
Ooh,
stop by and get some
like a lighter, something to.
lighters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to like dexterily, like just zip my knife like Zorro at one of their seams.
It has been a while since I've heard someone make a reference to Zorro. Go for it.
Close combat dex?
Close combat dexterity, yeah.
Oh no! Failure.
No!
The teddy bear deftly dodges as it runs up your arm. Who do you pass the initiative to?
I'm gonna say, well, first I'm gonna say I failed because my pupils were too busy
Still.
dilating.
Mm-hmm.
I pass it to Nokrem.
I would like to do a mixed action, I think. So one hand, I want to grab the teddy bear of Charlotte, and the other hand with the scythe, just like chop one of the teddy bears up.
So you're trying to do what with Charlotte in that regard? You're trying to help?
Help Charlotte. Take the teddy bear off of her as it's like scurrying up with its like Edward Scissorhands.
Okay, so might plus close combat as well as attack the other one. So I'll say athletics plus dexterity or strength plus might as the mix action. So I think you get the lower of the 2 dice pools in that regard.
I do have quick and the dead, which
Yep.
means I can use the higher of the 2.
Okay, you can use the higher of the 2.
Yay!
Oh, snap.
You are good at hitting things, Nokrem. 9, so I'll just split it 5 and 4.
Do you want to target it all on the one teddy bear on Charlotte?
If I could take out 2, or at least I take out 2. Like I know if I could take out 1 and then like stop the one from attacking Charlotte, I think that's.
Well, so I was gonna say you can stop the one, you can grab the one from Charlotte. It will be like immobilized for the moment, but there is another one that you're going to be like attacking.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you do this? There's a teddy bear that's attacking you. There's another one that's attacking Charlotte. What's going on in this scene?
So I am going to definitely dance because that's the only way you can use a scythe. Scythes they're just big. I really shouldn't have picked a scythe. So I want to dance around Charlotte, grab the one, and then as I finish and like do the flourish, take the scythe and just come up and split the teddy bear in half.
Nice. So you split the teddy bear in half, and the other one that you've taken from Charlotte is
just kind of like holding like this as it's like.
It is got its like scissor hands going. It's about to attack. It's trying to attack you. Who do you pass the initiative to? It is now like the bears, pretty much. I think.
Right.
Because Charlotte already went. Okay. So one of the teddy bears it has been taken out. Another teddy bear is in a grapple. The teddy bear in the grapple is going to try and break the grapple. And it is going to successfully go with its knife, with its scissor arms. It's going to go and jump out of your grapple onto the floor. The other two, one is going to attack you, and one is going to attack Charlotte. The one attacking Charlotte, roll your you don't actually need to roll your defense, Charlotte, for this, so don't worry about it. It's just like it tries to hit you, and it's like, and it's like it's hitting you with the side of the scissors, not the actually pokey bit of the scissors. Meanwhile, Chaz, you can roll me Nokrem's defense, if you will.
How do I do that again?
Stamina.
Gotcha.
Flat up stamina. And these creatures are a little bit deadly in that regard.
That's a 0.
That's a 0. Okay. So with its shears, it is going to stab into your flesh and cut away at the skin as if it were fabric. You're going to take... So I got 5 hits on your 0 defense. It is going to spend 0 to do 1 point of damage. It is going to spend 3 on a critical, and then it is going to give you the agony status effect, which I need to look up the agony status effect, but it is not great based on the name.
Unless you want to spend a momentum to re-roll.
I only have 3. Like, I think.
Okay.
I thought you spent all the momentum already.
We only spent the right?
What?
One for the gas detector.
Yeah, so you would. So this is just. You just have 1 momentum left. Sorry. You have a +1 difficulty to your next action because you are now agonizing.
Oh, why was Lucian not here?
So you either take no physical actions for 2 turns to resolve it, or the teddy bears. Oh, apologies. I put that into the Discord using the Discord bot chat, and I made a mistake on that, but that's fine. Only the audience knows what I did. In any case, the teddy bears could give themselves another turn, but because you guys are unfamiliar with Popcorn Initiative, they will give it to Charlotte.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to seam rip the one that's hitting me with the side of its scissor hands.
Okay, close combat plus might.
Three hits.
3 hits. How would you like to do this?
I'm going to seam rip the back, pull out, because you know Build-A-Bears, they have like a heart that the words are like in. Pull out its heart. And I press the button that records your voice. And oh my goodness.
Fatality.
I say,
ChatGPT, give me a good catchphrase.
Oh my gosh. You know how it's been like so wildly said, choose the bear?
Oh, yes.
Choosing the bear. Yeah, I have nothing clever to say. So I'll just take the heart and crush it in my hands. Yeah. So it's like, I love you.
You're my bear.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Who do you pass the initiative to?
Nokrem.
Nokrem, you're up.
That one that attacked me and put me in agony. That where we're just gonna we're going after that one. Why, Nokrem? Why?
You know, I put in the dice bot code that if Chaz uses the dice bot, it goes to 0.
I mean,
No,
that's fair.
I did not. I did not. Swear to God. I did have the idea of putting in like a fake dice roll thing, but I did not. I didn't want to give players that option. I didn't even run it by Onyx Path because I was like, that would be a stupid idea if we had a fake dice roll. But in any case, it is now the bear's turn.
Yeah, it's just hard to hit a tiny bear with a big scythe.
The tiny bear that jumped out of your hand is going to now attack you. Attack your life points directly. SPU quick. Roll 6. You can roll your stamina to the. Oh God.
Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you.
Oh, hey!
You can roll your stamina to
3
defend.
hits.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put this in the chat. I did that.
Dear God. Okay. Can I look down and see Lucian anywhere? Because we're gonna need some blood very soon. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Is he like waiting by the car?
Yeah, he's out by the car probably if you're looking over the edge.
Well, we're on the roof, so I think we can look down later.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it can't add more agony. You can roll your stamina to reduce the number of successes.
What's cute? Oh, I think it's rolling. Okay, I got 1 hit.
No, you got 2.
Oh yeah, 2.
Oh, you did SP quick, not SPU quick.
SPU quick.
Yeah,
that makes more. There we go.
That would have been 2. So that would reduce it down to 6. So you're gonna take 2 injuries from that. What's your injuries look like at the moment?
Right now, both bloodied are ticked. So with these 2, both my wounded are ticked.
Oh no! So you've taken 4 damage so far, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
it gives you a bonus. It gives you more dice, I think.
Oh, did not know that.
I will go into the rules and I'll bring that up. There is something about injuries where you're
you get stronger.
Injury levels. At wounded, you gain +2 dice.
Okay.
Okay. It is now the teddy bear's turn. It's still the teddy bear's turn. The one attack. There's one attacking Charlotte. Quick. 6. Charlotte, you can roll your stamina for defense.
Okay.
It got 1 hit, so it's going to break your defense unless you get another hit.
2 hits.
Okay, 2 hits. And the teddy bears look at each other and they're like, and there's like, you're my best friend, you're my best friend. And they sorry, that was my alarm. I should not have set that alarm. They're going to attack again because it is now top of the order and they can pass the initiative to themselves. This is why you don't leave the enemies for last.
Remember that next time.
Okay. both of you, please roll defense, so your stamina.
One.
Okay,
One.
Rem got one. Okay. So Nokrem's going to take one injury as one of them stabs into you and has fully now completed a circle of flesh cut out, almost. But that's just one damage. And then to Charlotte, you are going to actually take 2 points of damage as it cuts into your flesh with its fabric shears, the blood dripping from the blade. And they're going to pass it to Nokrem.
Does that go under bloodied for me?
Yes. So you'd have 2 injuries and bloodied, and so you'd gain +1 die to your next roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am in main, so I get +3, right?
You get +2.
+2, okay. 3 hits on the one that's carved me up like a turkey.
How would you like to do this?
I want to step on it and then just like shave off the hand, and then the head.
Hey.
But the hand's got to go. Like, you are too proficient with it then.
Cut off the sheared hands and stuffing goes flying. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the teddy bear humanity. Who do you pass the initiative?
Pass to Charlotte.
All right, let's finish this. I'm going to roll. 6 hits. I destroyed the last one.
How do you do it?
I think I'll rip off its head and then punt it off the roof.
Nice. Goes flying as it hits the car, and Lucian's like,
"Oh, good.
You guys okay up there?
Hey, Lucian, get up here.
I'm good.
See that fire escape?
I think I'm good.
No, we have a plan. We turned on the generator, and we're going to go into security so you can see the visuals of the monster in JCPenney.
You guys seem to have got this.
Wait, I cast bestial voice +1 to pressure others.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice. Presence or manipulation plus persuasion.
Okay. Manipulation.
I'm always a little confused about presence versus manipulation on that. It always feels like, ooh, man.
Yep.
He's like, okay, but I'm not going anywhere near a Build-A-Bear or JCPenney right now.
Fair. You know what? We killed all the bears on the roof. Come up here and we'll go down together.
So he is going to look up the building, and he is just gonna go, and he begins to just walk up the side of the building.
Like this?
Like what?
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man crawls typically. He's like just straight up walking as if gravity has no meaning to him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, okay. I just don't want to have to deal with whatever else is in here. And you all head down to the security room?
Yes, with me behind Lucian the whole time.
It's just like, okay. He flips a lighter and he's just like playing with it, fidgeting with it.
I'm gonna hold on to that.
What's wrong?
We scanned the building. It's highly combustible, and I'm gonna need this. But you know what? You might find more in the mall. We'll keep an eye out for a. Where in the mall would sell lighters?
That's
Nowhere.
a good question. Like the kiosks, maybe?
Yeah, the kiosks might, and there's
Okay.
also like vape shops and things.
Right.
In any case, you get to the security booth altogether, unmolested by teddy bear attacks.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Okay, JC Penny, I'll bring it up for you."
And I'll be like right over his shoulder. Eyes just filled with red.
Roll me a cunning plus survival, or any dice pool you think would be useful for perception. Like, you can argue with me about what is useful for identifying what these are, like what is going on. Esoterica might be a good one because you're looking for something not human.
Whatever it is, Nokrem doesn't have it, so we're just gonna do a 3 for cunning.
Okay. Oh, damn!
That hunger got hurt.
Okay, so with the investigation system, you can spend those 4 successes, to ask me 3 questions, and I can answer them for you.
Okay.
In regards to like what you're looking for. To give you the what you would get normally for just 1 success. You're looking into JC Penney and you're realizing like the mannequins in there are set up in weird ways. Like, there are mannequins set up in the cashier booths, or like at the cash registers and things. And there's one, and she just seems to like, there's this person walking through, talking to the cashiers at the registers, but they're mannequins at the registers. It's kind of weird.
Time out. Hold on. Did you say there are people talking to mannequins?
There's one person.
But there is a
What do they
human
look like?
person.
Is that your question?
Like, what do they look like? I'll go with that.
Okay. It's a little bit fuzzy over the camera, but as you look at it, you realize this person, their face looks like a person's face, but there's no teeth. It's just like this, where their teeth would be is just completely like white solid. Where their eyes would be is just completely white solid. And then you, like, as you look closely, you can see the like indents of like the little like uh seams of where like a mannequin's arm would be. Then whoever this person is walking, like, they're wearing clothes, yes, like a person, they're walking around like a person, but there's the face isn't right, they're there's a plastic-iness
So no nutritional value. Got it.
to it.
Do you think that the bears trying to take your skin are collecting skin for this alive?
Oh, because they're like actually cutting it out. Fucking Charlotte. Like,
Okay,
yeah.
so in that case, we could find a bear, give it some skin,
And then
and
watch
then
it as it like
light a
toasts the
fuse
skin.
to it. And light a fuse to it.
Lucian pipes up, I'm not donating to this venture.
Oh, I can. That's fine.
Just so we're clear, my left hand is on Lucian's shoulder. Because like I don't want to eat Lucian. I'm also really hungry, and so like we haven't made a decision yet.
You have 2 more questions in regard to this being.
So
Okay.
Charlotte, how about the question? Can we see a like potential leader or head figure in the JC Penney?
Oh, you don't think it's the talking thing, you think it's something bigger. Wait, how do we know it's talking? Is their mouth moving, or can we also hear them?
It's like the if you ever watch Power Rangers, because I'm gonna use that as my touchstone for everything.
Yeah.
The head is bobbing.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, do we recognize any other beings in
So
the pen?
you're looking for another a leader figure.
Is there like people are around or mannequins are around, something that indicates that like it's Jim over there?
So
Where we can nest.
Lucian's navigating through the cameras and stuff like that. You can only look at like 1 or 2 cameras at a time with the system, and you get to a part where it goes to like just outside the changing rooms, because they're not going to have them inside the changing rooms. So I have heard otherwise. But the you see there is another mannequin, and there's a person with the mannequin. Mannequin is got a knife and is slowly going up the face, laying the flecks of blood dripping down from the face as muscle is exposed from this screaming individual's mouth.
Lucian, you got some bad advice. We should not be here.
I mean,
Do you see this, Lucian?
what?
Do you see this?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. What the I'm not staying for this. I want to keep my face. I moisturize.
You do with what?
I want to inspect this. Do you?
Yeah.
Because if you're not...
I mean, you can roll me a 10 dice because you're an expertise in this or whatever. Feel free. Yeah.
Does Lucian moisturize?
He moisturized, but he's using hand moisturizer instead of face moisturizer.
Lucian, if you survive this, I'll help you out. But you know,
we are
okay. So we got
one more question.
Okay, so we're seeing the people who have been kidnapped are getting their skin taken off by mannequins to be put on this mannequin who is wearing people's skin. This is what we're seeing. And, you know, something's going on maybe inside the changing room because we don't have cameras to it.
Right.
Yeah. You specifically, you've seen 2 animated mannequins and one mannequin that's kind of playing pretend. They're not covered in skin. It is just the face.
Of one of them has just the face.
One of them just has the face, and the other one is currently trying to procure another face.
Okay. And are the mannequins wearing clothing?
They are.
Excellent.
Fashion that would be quite apparent of the late 2000s era.
Mm-hmm.
I am bad at fashion. All I can think of is like acid wash jeans. One of them's wearing a sundress, the other's wearing acid wash jeans and a polo.
This is just a Pinocchio story. They just want to be real.
I am happy with that. I am happy that came across.
Ah. Now I feel bad for the goddamn mannequins.
Okay, now can I roll if I've heard any monster or lore that is related to this?
Nice.
Yeah, roll esoterica plus intellect.
I might, if I fail this, I might call my friend. 3 hits.
3 hits.
You've heard stories of locations previously of there was always talk of liminal spaces that never were popular. Places where people weren't attached to. And the places themselves wanted to be where the people were. They wanted people to come and enjoy their locales. They would create such wondrous things to attract individuals to like empty lots or abandoned warehouses. Like, they wanted to be loved by the people. And looking at these beings, it's quite similar. They want to be talking with individuals. They want to be socializing.
Okay. So it's possible we could trick them with our words. If we can be like, hey, we can bring the people back to come shopping. Maybe.
Yeah. I can see that. I mean, what if because I'm assuming with the sudden, this place having not had light for a decade and all of a sudden the lights are on, some people would be interested in coming, so we could snatch and bring them as like an offering. I get one though. And then like we have the people, which gives us like free reign inside.
Yeah, plus the lights will make it more convincing that we're bringing people in.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring people in to feed to the mannequins?
I mean, if we kill the mannequins and the liminality, which is much more a concept than a space, it's not a problem.
Sorry, I gotta plug in my computer.
Yeah, no worries. Tech happens. It always happens on the stream. Giving a shout out to all the people who are watching right now. Thank you for staying with us.
Well, how close are we to the entrance?
You're at a security station, so you're pretty close to the entrance of the mall, but you're not close to the JCPenney at the moment.
Okay, can I pop my head out and see if, in fact, there are people who are like not a lot, but like some people who are like, what's this?
It with the lights on, not many people. Still, not many people are coming because it's not like It's not like it's being advertised the mall has been open.
Right.
It could just be, oh, someone came here to do a security check.
Okay. I want to go find them.
Them being who?
If there is someone who like I can see who's like, why are the lights on? The security check. I want to go there.
You want to go outside looking for people?
I mean, if they're like at the front door, I am going outside and I'm going to eat them.
Oh my gosh. We're setting a trap for people to come to this mall and get their faces ripped off.
Roll me a cunning plus survival. Cunning plus survival.
Man. Am I like doing survival because I'm being sneaky? I'm not being sneaky. I'm being forthright. I am a very hungry vampire. You made a mistake coming here. I'm so sorry.
Presence or manipulation?
Yay. Da, da, da. 2 hits.
2 hits. Yeah, you can. There's like a homeless person with a shopping cart full of cans who is like wandering by, being like, "What's going on here?"
Don't prey on the homeless. They got enough to worry about.
I'm gonna go to them and be like, you shouldn't be here. And I don't know how much. I don't have a lot of cash on me, but whatever I have. Wait, do I have a good memory for faces? No. If I can do something to remember to come back and like help them out, yeah. But like, I'll send them on their way. Please don't be here for the next 2 hours. Like, this is not where you need to be.
I thought the mall was closed. Are you all right?
I can't spend a curse die on you because then I will have to kill you. The mall is closed. We're doing some. We're checking it to like see if we need to like take it down because we hear some like scary things about it. That's why we're saying you shouldn't be here. It's a kind of official capacity.
Oh,
just
okay.
hurry on your way.
So you're ushering her away.
Yes, she does not need to be here.
Okay, at this point, police car is gonna come up.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
That makes more sense. Homeless police.
How many are in?
It is a traffic cop, so there's just one person in it.
Okay.
What? Hey, ma'am, can you please step away from the mall? This is an unsafe area.
Oh no, I'm running into the mall. What are you gonna do? And I'm like actively making a big thing like running into the mall. More so because I don't want to see the homeless person to see me like rip this person's heart out. That's not good for you.
Okay. Give me a cunning plus persuasion or a manipulation plus persuasion.
For a vampire, I'm shockingly bad at manipulation, so we're going cunning.
Yeah.
Nice.
4 hits.
Nice.
Can I aid? Like, I won't roll for it, but I'm gonna aid, and you just see the police see someone in the window
with the face mask.
A bloodied face. There's the police officer. He has a flashlight and he is like shining it around. And he shines it into the security booth, and there's this bloodied face for a split second, and then he like turns around and is like, it's gone again, and he's like, what's it? As he like walks into the shadows of the mall.
Excellent. Second he's in, my arm is going through his chest and just rubbing it all over my face.
Okay, roll me a might plus close combat.
This is what you do. don't you dare do what you did against that bear, because that was unimpressive.
You hit.
Oh, but I get the 2 because I'm bloodied.
Yeah, you get +2 dice, so you can add 2
Okay.
more dice.
Come on, Nokrem. That's what I'm talking about, Nokrem. 4 hits.
Okay, 4 hits. How would you like to do this?
Literally, like, there is no substance. Just hand is going through the chest just to get as much blood, and then just because I have to rub it on my face to really get the big
So
benefit of it.
you're killing the police officer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's this bloodied corpse. He looks down as this hand, this manicured hand comes bloodily through his chest
And
cavities
well lotioned.
Oh yeah.
and well lotioned.
Very moisturized.
Yeah. Falls like a rag doll.
Actually, oh, so much better.
And you get a curse die, I think.
I get a curse die. I get 1 to recover 1 damage box. And because I was helped by my friend, I think we get 1 momentum.
Yes. We'll add that to the momentum in the dice spot.
Just a quick glance over at Charlotte. I'm making you so many face masks.
Now, is this traffic cop holding anything that can light on fire? Probably not.
He has a gun.
Those spark.
Yeah, okay. I'll pick it up and like bring it. Okay. Now we have matching face masks.
Yeah.
Clear
Oh my gosh, you look terrifying, but we're having
fun. Bloody faced group of players.
I will reassure Lucian I'm no longer going to try to kill him. So you should also be happy.
Yeah.
My family is gonna kill me for this.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an information broker for the Nephilim. I'm just trying to find out what's going on here.
And you're doing a great job.
You found out so much. Also, I would change your title from information broker to the Nephilim to information broker to the Nephilim, Charlotte, Wade, and Nokrem.
You
You don't know my family. Like, you guys are insane.
Us?
I don't.
I don't think so.
It's because you left. You stopped hanging out with us. That's why if you just stayed with us the whole time, you would get the vibe.
You guys deal with the things in the J.C. Penney. I'm going back outside.
Oh, do we need to? I guess we could deal with them.
Yeah. Now that we know that we're doing you a favor, why should we? What do we get?
You get the liminality. I just wanted to know what was going on here. That's what we bartered for in the billiards table.
Oh,
So
I just.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say some nonsense that doesn't matter. Here you go.
Oh, I mean, if it was funny, it's worth it.
I would just be like, I heard something. Go have an adventure. I actually wasn't paying attention to what you said, but.
Now, okay, so you're saying that what we get is this luminality, which is basically a magical area in the Boston area all to ourselves. Is that what you mean by we get the luminary? Okay. Is that something we want? Why would we want that? Because, you know, these locations are difficult to cast spells in. So, like, why would we want it?
Well, one,
Maybe.
it's not difficult to cast spells in liminalities. It's difficult to cast spells in loopholes. Two,
Oh.
two though, it is like some of them do connect to the outside, so you might have a situation where supernatural beings get like brought into existence here, and it also allows you to like mess with mortals if that's your thing. Like there are hungry, for instance, who
Mm-hmm.
use liminalities to get people to hunt. There are also liminalities like for primals too that they use to attract people in to hunt. Like it depends on the like specificity. Sometimes it's just good to have a place that's locked down that you know about that no other people can get into.
Wait. Are you telling me that we can make this JC Penney our base?
I mean, yeah, if you want. It's I'm not sure like what benefits you get from having it, but it's like, yeah,
Okay, well,
sure.
the JC Penney is now our base, and I will not allow you to talk down to our JC Penney.
Well, it's not your base yet until you get rid of the freaking mannequins that are running around in there.
And like my only idea is fire, and that would just destroy the whole thing.
Is there a Build-A-Bear around?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
second floor next to the TJ Maxx. I remember on the map.
exactly.
I want to offer it my flesh and see if it will just like scuttle in.
Offer the Build-A-Bear your flesh.
The police officer's got a lot of flesh.
Oh yeah, I guess I did just kind of like waste most of the body. Yeah, okay.
So you're gonna drop the police officer's body in the Build-A-Bear?
Yeah. I'd be like, go.
About three Build-A-Bear, like three teddy bears with the fabric sheer arms look out from the behind the like um the stands in the Build-A-Bear, the like the shelving units there. They like peek around the corner. They're like they look curious at the body that you've just dropped before them. And two or three of them jump onto the body and begin to slicing off the face in a very surgical manner for little tiny bears with little tiny bear paws.
I'm impressed.
They easily flay this body without any issue or damage to the face, though there's spurts of blood coming off of the exposed muscle from the face. A little bit of skull showing as well, and the eyes unblinking, open, looking out to you from the face. Mangled face of this individual. The bears begin to walk ceremoniously towards the JC Penney. Two of them are holding up the face as if it were like a coffin or something that they are holding, or a litter if it was like a Egyptian servants
Mm-hmm.
in ancient Egyptian times. Are you following them?
Yes, and can I, like, as they pass, can I, like, pluck? Are they wearing clothes like sweaters? Are any of them wearing?
Yeah, one of them's wearing overalls.
Okay. But it's not knit. But yeah. I was thinking of like plucking a string off of it as like a fuse. But
Right.
Plucking a string off of the bear to do what?
Once they get in the store, lighting the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like they've got fur. Roll me a larceny plus dexterity, let's
Okay.
say.
I have larceny.
If there's a better skill attribute
Nope,
combo, feel
that's
free
perfect.
to. Okay.
Larceny dex, that gives me 10 dice.
Oh, nice.
3 hits.
3 hits. So you're turning this bear into a kamikaze bomb?
Correct.
Okay. The bears begin to roll into the JC Penney as 2 mannequins approach them as they are walking in. Both of them are the ones that you saw before. One is wearing a like sundress with a hat situation. The other is wearing more like jeans and a polo. And the jeans and the polo begins to take the face of the police officer and smash it into its plastic facelessness, and is like trying to get it to sit there, and there's blood dripping from the sides and at the bottom, and the mouth just doesn't really hold its shape as well. It starts to droop, and the eye holes are just empty and lifeless.
I'm lighting the fuse.
What?
I'm lighting the fuse. This is
Yeah,
stressful.
yeah. You've got the fuse lit. The bear that had the face has is very close, and there's an explosion, a very small one given the amount of material that is there, and the mannequins on fire with these faces begin rushing out. Roll me cunning plus larceny checks for your stealth checks as they begin to look for the creatures that set this fire upon them.
Right. So I exploded the bear. Did the other 2 catch and explode as well?
The other 2 bears did catch and explode, but it was all sort of like one explosion together.
Okay. And so now it's just the 2 on fire. Okay. I got 1
Yeah,
hit.
the 2 mannequins on fire. Yep.
Yeah.
You got 1 hit as well?
Yep.
Okay.
We're not hiding too well.
We'll
Like behind
see.
a palm tree.
We'll
Yeah.
see how well these guys are at finding y'all. Oh, they're pretty good at finding y'all.
We're just a palm tree.
The
Palm tree.
these plastic half melting mannequins begin stumbling out of the JC Penney, looking right at you both with these melted looking faces covered in blood.
I think they see us.
The mimicry of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And roll for initiative.
One.
Would I sacrifice Lucian like that? No. Like, can you believe that person in security booth tried to explode you all? Y'all should go get him. We're gonna leave. Nah, Lucian's been chill.
The one with the sundress and the hat, though, they are currently like half burnt and off the body of this mannequin, rushes towards Nokrem and begins to do a sort of roundhouse kick, as it were. You can roll your defense. Oh god.
Why do you hate me? 3.
Three. Okay, so that knocks it down from 7
Good God.
to and I'll put that in the chat so that people can see. Yeah, that's what happened. So it goes down to 4. You're going to take 2 points of injury as
Yeah.
as
Lucian's
it
dead.
you're fully dead, or you
No,
just knocked
Lucian's
out?
dead. I'm gonna have to eat Lucian. I can do things. Okay.
Okay, let me bring you up to speed with what with what hungry can do.
Because I do know I have that thing where I can bleed a curse die to just regenerate.
Yeah, so you can regenerate at the beginning of each round if you bleed 1 curse die.
We might have to do that because we are not looking great.
So Lucian, so you Nokrem is knocked down as this one comes running at you. It is going to pass the initiative to you.
Yeah. So we will use undead strength to start regenerating some life, because we've been all offense today, no defense.
Okay, so you're going to take a Bane, I believe.
Yep.
So would you like fire?
I mean, I feel like that's the one that fits the most, because I assume that was like a flaming roundhouse kick.
That was a flaming roundhouse kick. So there is a fire ban that you have. I say ban. I don't mean ban or bane. I say bane. Yeah, that's what I mean. While in the presence of the bane, you suffer a moderate complication on all actions. Failure to buy it off results in 1 damage.
Okay.
Okay, but you're regenerating 1 right now at the beginning of the round, so you do still have your action. So what are you going to do as you have been roundhouse kicked with fire?
Beautiful. I wanted to do my Ebon strike, but that would put me into a frenzy. So we're just gonna try to cut this mannequin in half.
Bigger
Okay.
target.
5 hits.
5 hits. So this mannequin's defense is... I gave it a nice name of Mannequin. It is 2. So you get 3. So you can do you can spend 1 to do an injury, and you can do whatever else.
The scythe has the brutal thing, which allows me to buy a crit for 3 instead of the 4. And I need this thing dead because it's on fire and it's scaring me right now. So we're gonna get that crit.
Okay.
And it's an aggravated wound somehow because it's a Slayer's weapon. So yeah, I'm just trying to go straight across, cut it in half.
Nice. I'm double checking one thing. Universal tricks, critical. Oh, so you actually have 1 more hit that you can use because it goes from 3 hits to 2 hits.
Oh, I have 1 more, and I can do a. What did you say I could do with that one?
You could do a distraction, which gives it difficulty on all attack actions until the end of the turn.
Yeah, we'll do a distract action.
Okay. Who do you pass the initiative to?
I'll pass it to the other mannequin.
Okay, the other mannequin, the guy is going to attack Charlotte. He is going to do a judo chop. You can roll your stamina for defense.
Okay.
I've wasted all the water nearby me.
1 hit.
1 hit. He's actually going to miss. Goes for the karate chop. He only has 1 hit, and your defense is 1, and you added a +1 with your stamina roll, so nothing happens. It is going to pass the initiative to Charlotte.
Okay. I am going to cast a spell. I have 2 curse die. I'm going to bleed a die and cast Force of Nature. I gain +1 to unarmed attacks and gain double 9s.
Nice.
Ooh.
So with double 9s, I believe you just, for the dice bot, you will need to just type in double and then 9, and you'll be fine.
Okay. Additionally, let's see. It says they, which I don't know what they is, maybe the 9s. They count as a spell with the elemental attunement of my choice for the purpose of bypassing armor, and I choose fire.
Yes. Good idea.
I'm gonna back up from you a little bit.
And I think that's my whole turn. I lose a curse die.
I think that's a reaction, so you have a close combat, right?
Oh, okay.
Because you said it's elemental thing?
Yeah, they count as a spell with the elemental attunement of my choice. Great. Okay. In that case, can I also cast Scent of Danger?
Oh, sorry. What's your motif with your character?
Let's see.
Yeah, so 8 Hands had the motif of after casting a spell with a physical attunement, you may reflexively move up to 2 ranges.
Oh.
If you have liminal attunement, you reduce the cost by 1, and you gain a +1 enhancement when casting attack spells. Okay, I don't think the physical action that you have I don't think the spell you just casted is a reflexive action. I think it's a simple one. So you have this elemental attack prepped for next turn.
Okay. Okay.
So you get to decide who goes next. It is top of the initiative, so you could give it to yourself or to Nokrem, or you could give it to the mannequins.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'll release the elemental spell that I had just prepped.
No, you can keep it still. It's because it's for the entire scene, right?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I might be bad at explaining these.
That's okay. I think, yeah, the spell description doesn't work well for my brain. So as long as you know what's going on.
You currently have Elemental Fury up.
Yeah.
So it will.
So if they attack me, then it's triggered. Is that what you're saying?
If you attack, it's triggered.
Okay, great. So I'm going to attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll take the initiative again, and you'll attack the mannequin or the male mannequin or the female.
I'll attack the one wearing the male clothes.
Yes. I should have gone with that. That would have been better.
Although, yeah, like their torsos probably different. The male mannequin. I think I'm going to do some close combat. And I guess just like try to, cut it with the knife I have.
Okay, close combat plus might.
And +1 for being bloodied too.
Yes, and also you have 2 curse dice, I believe, or 1 curse die, so it would be 1C or 2C, depending on.
I bled it, so 1C and double 9.
Yeah.
See if that works. Did that work? 2 hits.
2 hits. So yeah, you're going to hit and do 2 damage to it because you're using the fire attack against it. And it is pretty badly injured. It is on the edge at the moment. Who do you pass the initiative to?
I'll pass it to the what are they called? The fake humans? The mannequins.
Mannequins. Okay, so the male mannequin is going to attack Charlotte. Male present. You can roll your stamina for defense.
Okay. Zero.
It is going to do 2 points of damage to you as it does a fireball fist attack into your chest.
Oof. So is that I fill the bloodied and then I fill out a wounded?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. And it will pass the initiative to Nokrem.
So
you're going to regain 1 wound at the moment, 1 injury.
Gotcha. So down to 4. We're doing okay. Yeah, chop chop on this mannequin in front of me.
Ooh, thank you. Cow says boom for the raid.
Yeah. 5 hits.
5 hits. How do you want to do this?
So we tried to go straight down last round. We're going to spin the scythe from the bottom and just go straight up the top and just chop in half.
The mannequin falls apart to the ground, its limbs writhing.
Yeah, I'm stepping on it.
Who do you pass initiative to as the mannequin from you is now dead and we're top of the order?
I'm going to pass it back to Charlotte.
Okay. So it's just us now?
Just us two and the one mannequin?
And the male presenting mannequin.
Okay. I'm going to hold a curse die, cast Scent of Danger, and now anyone attempting to make an aggressive action against me suffers a minor complication. If they fail to buy it off, they gain the Terrified status effect.
Nice. And is that a simple action or reflexive? If it doesn't say anything, it's a simple.
Simple.
Okay. Who do you pass the initiative to?
The mannequin.
The mannequin is going to attack and try its best to bring you down. He said we have a complication of 1 in there. It is going to get fearful of you. It is very much backing away from you as it is seeing its friend get burned away. It is now Nokrem's turn, Chaz.
We're putting the scythe right in its back.
Okay, roll me a close combat plus might.
That's what we're looking for.
Are they also gaining damage from being on fire?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
8 hits.
How would you like to do this?
Spin and twirl with the scythe, and then just put the pointy part right in its back, and then rip it out.
As you rip it out, it is just like, all I only wanted to do was be accepted. It collapses into a pile of melted plastic.
Wanted to help, but also when you kicked me with fire like that, the one was gone.
Nokrem, you are just so gracious with your scythe. The way you move with it.
I mean, I'm just trying to like follow you. How do you command like your space and also like command people's like fear and respect of you? It's so just inspiring.
I just love us admiring each other. We're also both like covered in
Covered in
blood.
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 Ah.
Lucian,
that-
yeah.
Oh, was that it? There was just the 2 mannequins?
It seemed as though that was it.
Cool.
I want to call.
The teddy bears seem to have gone lifeless.
Okay. We should probably check on that guy who is having his face peeled off in the changing room.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
I take the face off the dead mannequin and say, let's try to return this.
Yeah, let's do that.
You have a scorched and charred face from the mannequin body.
Yeah.
Let's put that one back.
Yeah. I kick it a little underneath the mannequin.
There's a man. So you go to the changing room, and there's a man without a face. And he's,
you don't know how to heal people, I'm assuming. Like, we've done this before. You don't know how to heal people, right?
Who are you asking?
Oh, I'm asking Charlotte.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. This time.
Ambulance! Oh.
Wait, can our modern medicine do that? Do you have insurance?
Uber, please.
Okay, I'll call an Uber to like save this poor soul. Wait.
Well, the real question is, this person has their face flayed off.
What are the chances that they can be saved with any sort of, like, they can live past this?
Oh, yeah, people can live without their skin.
They can, but I'm assuming the mannequin was not very...
There is blood. There needs to be some sort of stabilization at this point. We need
a hospital.
Someone should roll me an intellect plus medicine at the very least, if you're at all trying to stabilize.
Can you...
I get a hit.
That's a hit.
It's a hit. He's stabilized for the moment, but you need an EMT or something. Are you willing to call the EMTs right now to pick him up? Are you going to drop him off at the nearest hospital, which would be about 10 minutes away?
In my 2-person car? No. Yeah, we'll call. The police officer has to have some sort of like radio.
Yeah.
the question is, do you want the police to be aware of this situation at this location?
Because they'll try to take our JC Penny away.
No, we earned that fair and square.
What if we call them and then anyone who stays that doesn't help this person, we just kill them, so we like make it look haunted again?
Yes, I will go back to the roof and shut down the generators.
Boom! Okay.
You call 911. I'll shut off the generators.
Teamwork.
Oh God.
It smells like burning flesh in here. Oh my God.
Okay. So who's calling the EMTs?
I'll call EMTs.
Okay. Roll me a presence plus persuasion.
Oh, this is your thing, Nokrem. You
This is-
got this.
This is going to be a difficulty 5 of making sure that the police don't also get involved.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's still nighttime, so plus 8.
8
hits.
8 hits. You managed to somehow finagle a way of the EMTs picking this person up across the street away from this place.
Mm-hmm.
They you managed to do it in a effectively an anonymous way that they're not going to ask questions too much.
Mm-hmm.
But they've definitely saved this person. Maybe in the future they'll find a way of doing a skin transplant from their back, which is something that I've heard has been done to recover people's faces. But they basically, you do save this man, whoever they were. You now have the mall to yourself, with some fire having been put out with some fire extinguishers.
We now own a JC Penney's.
Yeah.
A defunct JC Penney's.
Yeah, we're gonna have to empty it from all this toxic clothes.
It's gonna be some work, but it's a passion project. We can just get whenever you're you take a break from work and also a break for yourself, because we do that. We can do that. We can bring Wade in.
Yeah.
Where's Lucian?
Lucian's outside being like, what the?
Okay.
You guys fucking are crazy. First you have to deal with face-stealing mannequins, and now you've decided to own a JCPenney that they were using as a base.
I mean, that was the whole appeal.
Right. That's why we were here.
God. You guys are just so you want it. So we're good now. We have that one little bit of information you guys need.
Oh no, Lucian, you're part of the team now. We will be in touch with you.
God, I don't want to be part of your team. I was just trying to figure out what the fuck was going on at this mall.
It works. You help us, we help you. I don't eat you. She doesn't punch you.
One dot in contact?
Yeah, we could say one dot in contact in that regard.
Yay!
We made a friend.
We made a friend.
Was he supposed to give us the name of the drunk guy who gave him the?
Oh yeah, he says. So there was this guy. It was super drunk. He said he was part of the Ayers family, and that they were buying up real estate in Dedham, and this was a place that they had purchased.
Family.
And immediately Nokrem will know that the Ayers are the rival family of the Bathorytes.
Are you friends with the heirs? Because I might have to actually kill you if that's...
No, I got the information from an heirs. He said they just bought this property.
Oh, so you're saying I'm squatting?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much at this point.
Excellent.
Squatters have rights.
You do have rights. So they bought it, but this is ours now.
I mean, you're gonna have to keep it like secure and shit, but like they might go after you for having this place.
We'll
That's
deal
a
with
good.
that.
Yeah, that's a normal Tuesday for us.
Yeah.
And with that, we are at 11:05, and we have hit the 3-hour mark. How are you guys feeling after this?
I had fun.
Love this game. Love this group. Like,
Very, very fun.
So we've got
I love just the visualizations of everything happening in this mall.
So looking at your aspiration,
right?
None of your aspirations got hit for this.
No.
Session.
Nope.
I apologize for that because it wasn't a full moon, so you weren't doing a full moon party.
It's okay. I think I might change. No, I'll keep them.
Yeah, we can use them for the next session and have them as a goal to advance towards. So players attended the game. You all get 1 XP.
Yay.
Players achieving a crew aspiration. Now I have to look at what we decided for the crew aspiration.
What was it?
I have it written down somewhere. Accursed in Boston. Aspirations. Session 0. Here we go. In my notes. Crew aspiration. Find a place where you can just be yourselves. So I think you guys all sort of achieved that with getting this building. So that's actually 3 XP, so you do have that. And you did spend more than half of the momentum pool in a single scene. So that is 5 XP in total. You guys all have 5 XP.
Nice.
Except for Simon, who has 4 XP, but that's just the nature of how this game rolls.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. Especially thank you to ADHA Ventures, who rated us with a party of 17 people, and we're at 13 people now on the stream. It's awesome. You can catch us not next weekend because I have a visitation of family members, but in 2 weeks we will be doing the Accursed in Boston session 2, where we will be delving more into the fallout of these people having taken territory from the Ayers family. And if you don't know about a Curseborne, there's a lot of vampires. Chaz here is playing Nokrem, who is House Bathory, who are blood bathers. They bathe in blood to get their powers. And Charlotte here is playing Charlotte, who is an 8 Hands, which is a spider-based shape-shifting family. So please check us out in 2 weeks. That is going to be June 1st, actually, which is going to be awesome. And then after that is going to be the Onyx PathCon on June 6th through 8th, which will be awesome. I'll be running a couple of games during that, but not this one in particular. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.